Hey, this is Dean Soto, ProSulum.com, ProSulum.com, and we're here again with another Pro Sulum video. Today's topic is this: your processes can tell you if your people are good. That and more coming up. So anyway, I have two dogs. Well, actually, I have three dogs, and one of the dogs we've had, Luna, which if you've been listening to the podcast, the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast, go to Spotify, go to Apple Podcast. You should know it's Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast, right? You should already know this. It should be second nature to you, right? The Luna Meister, the original, the OG dog here at the homestead. You can see the mountain behind me and everything like that. Pretty awesome, yeah? So the OG dog has been a dream. Cane Corso, amazing, loves the kids, great with the kids, great with everyone, and it's been just fundamentally awesome. Well, I got two German Shepherds from a friend of ours. No, nothing against our friends, we love them, they're amazing. But ever since we got them, we have the name Des and we have the name Troy. Together, they destroy. They literally do that. They destroy everything. They destroy everything, but only when they are together. So we have about maybe, I'm guessing like 5 acres fenced off, and every night I am plugging a hole. If you go around the fence line here, you'll see cinder blocks, you'll see rocks, you'll see whatever I could do to plug one of the holes that they have dug. They escape, they go find love in all the wrong places, and in the morning they come back. I live in the country here, so people have chickens, people have things that could be eaten. I don't want that to happen to any of my neighbors, right? So anyway, I am like super frustrated, right? I'm like, what the heck? This fence is supposed to keep animals out, but what's actually happening is my dogs keep on making holes, going out, which also allows coyotes to come in and everything else like that, right? And so what I ended up doing was separating the two. It actually came from one of my daughters. My oldest daughter had a great idea and just said, hey, why don't we let one out at a certain time and let another one out at a certain time, and they can each one can hang out with Luna and we can see how they interact, right? Well, we've been doing that. We actually started doing that today, and when one is out, all's good. Everything's gravy, right? Hold on, I got a call. I'm gonna see who that is. Nobody. Spam risk. Love it. When they're by themselves with Luna, all's good. But as soon as they get together, what the heck? They literally go start causing trouble and everything like that. So we have found that one of them, Des, is kind of the troublemaker. And so we really have to keep an eye. We have to separate. We have to do things to make sure that that troublemaker is not causing problems. So, but also is able to get exercise, able to be out here doing their thing, and so on and so forth. So why am I bringing this up? Why is this important? This is important because your processes, your systems, will tell you more about your people than anything else, right? So you have this fence line, which is a process, right? It's a system. This system is there to keep things out and to keep my animals in, right? So that I don't have to sit out here with a leash all day long, keeping my animals in, or you know, watching out every time they start moving out in some other place and I go, Des, Troy, come back, right? I don't have to do any of that. The system is there working. However, if there's somebody who's not following the system, someone who's constantly trying to break the system, someone who's who's actually helping to hurt the system, well, then you have to do something about that person, right? So for Des and Troy, we literally instituted a timeout program, right? Each one of them have to go and spend time by themselves. Yeah. So you can do that with your employees. You're gonna have those employees. You're always gonna have those employees that are causing issues. But sometimes the issues are not with them, it's with your processes. But if your processes and your systems are solid, they're rocks, then you know it's the employees. So you can start doing things like, you know, basically you're giving them a timeout. You're saying, hey, you're not performing very well. You're not following the system and so on. So we're going to be watching you, right? You might even be letting them go. Might even be just saying, hey, you gotta go. You're not a good fit here. We've had all these systems. It's just happening over and over. You gotta go. But that only happens when you have strong systems and processes, right? So how are your processes now? And if your processes are good, if your processes are going well, and I even have a little doggy right here, doggy. This is Troy doggy. That's Troy doggy right there. I have those processes. Are those processes, is that person following the process? Are they doing what they need to do? And if not, what action can you take right now, right? So the biggest thing, what are your processes and systems? What action can you take based off those processes and systems? But that's the fence line. That's the fence line of your business. That's what's going to keep things going and tell you, is it the person or is it the process? All right, this is Dean Soto, prosulum.com, prosulum.com, and freedomin5minutes.com. But go check out the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast. We do a ton of these. We're actually up to like episode 202. And dude, if you're not already doing that, your business is suffering. I can tell you that right now. So this is Dean Soto. I'll catch you in the next Pro Sulum video.